What's up, everybody? What is going on? That is right. I made you go through the countdown twice, and I'm so sorry, but it was it was a lot. I had to make it all happen very, very quickly. That's what happens sometimes when we try and do a build that we chose the day of. So I appreciate everybody's patience on that whole thing. But welcome to Robeytech. I know this is the first stream of the week, and that's always interesting, right? Like, that's always interesting when usually we're on Wednesdays. Sorry, it just, like, everything just disappeared on me. So I gotta get all of my stuff back up here. I was trying to get my deals up, so everything. Thank you very much to what do we have right now? We already have 200, almost 200 people already, and we haven't even started yet, which is amazing. Thank you very much to the 60 of you hanging out over on Mixer right now. We got 100 of you hanging over on YouTube. We got 4 people on Facebook. What's up, Facebook? Facebook chilling today. And we got 40 of you, almost 40 of you hanging out over, 34 of you hanging over on Twitch. So it's going to be absolutely on. Hello. What's up, everybody? CD Drive, all those guys. Do you think the 5600 XT is worth it with the new BIOS patch? You must be talking about the the one that lets you upgrade the performance. And yes, that has actually made a pretty significant difference. But welcome to a very special Robeytech. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this. We let you guys choose the build today. You guys, the Twitterverse, and so many other people. I can't even imagine how many people. Oh, echoing. It says echoing. All good. Okay, let me see. It says somebody says echoing. Hold on. Is it echoing? Are you guys seeing are you guys hearing an echo? Do you guys see? Is somebody hearing an echo? Oh, it's all good. Okay. I was just checking somebody said something. Okay, cool. So this morning at 8:30 this morning, I sent out to the Twitterverse and I said, Twitter, what? And I put it over on YouTube and I put it over on Instagram and I told everybody, I said, what are we gonna build? I had to channel them someplace where we did the poll, and you guys chose the parts for the PC that we're basically doing today. And so I'm excited because hopefully this means that you guys are excited because you guys are invested in going in there. I just a quick raise of hands. What's up, Arclight? How are you, man? Quick raise of hands. Who voted in today's Twitter poll for the parts? Who was a part of us choosing stuff? So I'd love to see a raise of hands for people who actually voted in today's bill in the thing. So yeah, anybody? Okay, we got one person. So we have one person. All the rest of you guys were like, nah, I didn't know. I voted for a couple things. Awesome right there. Thanks, Arclight. Okay, there we go. We got Blondie there. So just missed it. Okay, so some people, like, I didn't leave them up. We'll definitely make sure that we do that again, because I know it feels like people really dug the build. I will tell you, by the time it was all said and done, when you guys are done, you guys chose like a $3,000 build. I was kind of surprised. I was kind of, it was funny because I got a couple comments when I was putting the whole thing out there that a couple people were like, oh, it would have been cool to see like a 3600 with like a 2080 Super. But I think in the end, I think if you guys give people the option to choose premium parts that are going to look good, people do that. So we'll go through the build stuff here in a minute, but I have a little bit of housekeeping. I got some stuff that I obviously got to catch us up on because not everybody knows what's going on here. So for those of you who don't know what Robeytech is, first of thank you for being a first-time watcher. Do we have any first-timers here today? Do we have any? I've never been here before. This is new. I'd love to get a shout out and say hello. Anybody new? I'm just gonna wait and see if we got. Okay, so no, not so far. I'm sure somebody will show up because we have 200. Missed you too. I missed you guys too. I did. Oh, Colin, what's up? Oh, Joe, Janus for first time. So thank you very much. Me, Ryan, Tristan, Boyce. Hey, what's up, guys? So all of you guys, welcome first time. New here, Chroma Void. So that's awesome. That's amazing. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building and tech news and tech deals. We do tech deals and PC building 2 times a week, plus like some benchmarking and stuff like that. And then Wednesday is always dedicated to like crazy builds. But this week on Saturday, we have a very special build. We're going to be doing a build for CLG's Newegg. We're going to be building an Uber PC for him. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's coming up on Saturday. That's why there was no stream yesterday, which is cool. We have some giveaways that we always do. No matter what, guys, we're going to give away a $25 Newegg gift card. But as we get hype going over here on Mixer, specifically, as we get subs, we actually unlock things like we give away $50 Newegg gift card if we get to 15 subs. Every 10 subs, we give away 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is good for 100 games on Xbox or 100 games on PC. And then at 30 subs, we're going to give away a $100 Newegg gift card. So we always try and do that. So you guys, basically, the more that you guys kind of keep things going, keep things hyped up, the more we unlock giveaways, like stuff like that. And then again, if we get to 50 subs, we actually have a 5700, if we get to 60 subs, we have a 5700 XT that we're going to be giving away here on the show if we get to 60 subs. That has happened. We've gotten higher than that before, but we have that for like super sub day if that ever goes on there. So yeah, that's like the housekeeping. That's kind of the stuff that goes in there as we basically, as we kind of start. I think we had somebody sub right at the beginning. I don't know if that counted or not. I apologize if it didn't. But I think we had one sub already. So I think we're like 14 subs to go. So yeah, people are grabbing a beer. That's good. Who won the May the 4th build? It's not closed yet. So the May the 4th build. Hey, let's give it a look. For those of you who don't know what the May the 4th build is, let's show that off real quick. We're going to show off the May the 4th build. So I'm gonna turn down the music here, and we're gonna show off the May the 4th build because I think I'm gonna check right now. Dang it, link. I need the link to check to give it. There it is. Okay. So the giveaway closes. It still has 3 days, guys. 3 days left. So let me show you. This is the PC we're giving away right now. I gotta go to the music and make it go away. So hold on. That is not what I want. I want the music one. I've made this crazy. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. May the 4th build. Here's the May the 4th build. This giveaway is happening, and you can win it on in 4 days. 3 days. We're announcing the winner. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the May the 4th build that we are going to be giving away in just a few, like 3 days. We're going to be announcing the winner for that on. Well, I mean, if we do it 3 days, so it'll be announced on Wednesday's show. So we have 3 more days to enter. Those entries are actually live now. Getting fleeced. Hey, that's a great question, Bo Knows, because guess what? I got some deals for you because I have X570 boards that are not marked up that we're going to be going through and showing you now. So I hope you got your wallet ready because these things are going to sell out fast. We'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, that is the May the 4th build. We actually showed it off on the show. What, 2 weeks ago? We actually, yeah, during the 10th gen Intel thing. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that is it. That's the things that are going on there. So there's the giveaways that we're giving away on the show. That's the giveaway that we're giving away at the end of the month. And then we have another PC that starts in a couple weeks. We have another giveaway going in there. And then that is basically kind of the overview of the show. So I want to say thank you very much for everybody who's hanging out tonight. It's going to get crazy. We're going to have fun. We're going to build a PC that you guys chose, and we're going to walk through those builds. But before we do all that, you know it's everybody's favorite segment of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about deals. We're going to talk about deals. Everybody loves deals. Okay. So somebody asked the pertinent question, and I promise you, I did not prompt them to do that stuff. I did not prompt them to say, hey, what is for sale? So guys, X570 motherboards. If you are curious, you're like, Robey, I need an X570 motherboard. Well, you are in luck because every day at the first in the morning, I always tweet out that, hey, here are some X570 motherboards. The ones that I tweet out are motherboards that are for sale at retail. They are not marked up, and they are sold specifically by Newegg. I also check I check Amazon, but honestly, Amazon's not going to have any in stock until the beginning of June, and I've been checking there too. So here on Newegg, as of an hour ago, we have two, and I repeat, two budget X570 boards that are on sale right now. The first and foremost is right here, the X570 Prime, the X570p motherboard. If you've watched my 1K build, that is a motherboard I use there. It is $149.99. I tweeted it about 40 minutes ago. I don't expect this to be in stock a whole lot longer. You have the options to actually only buy one. The second one that is on sale right now is the Asus AM4 Tough Gaming X570 Plus. This one is on sale for $189. Both of these are at retail, and the Tough is a great board. Again, they're both the same in terms of overall quality. Tough has some RGB. It's got a better, like a VRM cover and stuff like that. So it's a nicer board, but in terms of capabilities, both the Asus X570p and the Asus AM4 Tough are about the same in terms of quality for the boards. Great VRMs, all that sort of stuff. We also, the Crosshair 8 Hero, which it's in the other room. That showed up about an hour ago. So that's for sale. Obviously a much more premium board on sale right now for $379.99. By the way, both the Tough X570 and the X570p are on sale for the next 6 hours. So these sales, like they're actually reduced in price. So not only did they just show up, but they're also price reduced. So if you're wanting to, I'm guessing if you're wanting to pick one up, this is an opportunity to get really good budget X570s, unlike that colorware one that's been showing up here and there, for a very, very good price. So yeah, that's pretty big, guys. But for those of you who are coming in and like, hey, who won the May the 4th build? It's not over yet. You have 3 more days to enter. So I know we'll be happening in there. So what happens? You talk, then start building. Yeah, Apple IF this. So just to kind of, for if you're new and you haven't done this, basically the first thing we do is we talk about, hey, how we can help you get a good build. So I go and scour the week. I go and take a week, scour for deals, so that way you guys can go and build a build yourself. And then yes, I build the build that you guys chose, and we'll walk through the parts for that today, and then we'll build it, and it'll be done, and we'll turn it on before the end of the show. So it's a 4-hour show, man. You gotta have entertainment, man. If I just built, people would be like, oh, this is so awesome, but yet still boring. It's my personality that keeps you attracted to the show. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry, it may not be for everybody. But I have a lot of people who appreciate this part of the show. And if you just want building, like if you're just into building, come in on the Saturday shows or the Wednesday shows, because those are ones where we just do kind of builds. Other crazy deals. So I've actually I'll go through an entire PC that I built off of the Father's. So Father's Day deals are going on right now. So I've kind of compiled all those into this. EVGA RTX 2060 KO. We could throw that on we might throw that on the bench tomorrow. We'll see. But this is I built a $1,000 PC that includes a 2060 KO. It's got a 3600 in it, and it's running an X570. Pretty incredible deal. $299.95. I've seen this as cheap as $289. That's very rare. But the 2060, for those of you who don't know what a 2060 KO is, that is they use 2070 and 2080 dies that didn't make the cut, and then EVGA put them in this very small, powerful card. I have one right here. Here it is right here. 2060 KO. Absolutely love this card. And for $300, this thing is a steal. So if you got $300, this thing is on sale right now. Absolutely crazy card. We've played around with it before. We've benched it before. Great for basically, if you're going to do a streaming gaming PC, I've got a streaming/gaming PC. You can do both gaming and streaming on this for $1,000, and we'll show you that here in a minute. If you've been on the show a couple times before, this G-Skill Ripjaw V series, this is usually $72. This is on sale for $67.99. It's 3200 megahertz. That's a pretty good deal for this RAM. Last week, we talked about my favorite monitor, but the comparable monitor, which this is actually more expensive than, the Asus ROG Swift PG279Q. This is on sale for $609.99. So this again is on sale for $40 off. It is the same, like I was showing the Gigabyte Aorus monitor that I really dug, and then Asus just put theirs on sale. So this is a competitor, another very, very good monitor. If you're looking for a really good 2K, 165 hertz, you know, basically with 1001 NVIDIA G-Sync monitor, there you go. This is a really good deal here. This 660p, you know, it's funny. I almost didn't put this up on here because it's $1 more than what we've seen. This thing has been fluctuating in terms of sales. We're actually going to put this in the build that we're going to be building today, so the 660p. But this one's on sale for $119. Again, still cheap for 1 terabyte. Not as inexpensive as it has been, but it's still a pretty good deal if you're looking to build a build now, and you can't really beat the cost for a 1 terabyte NVMe drive. I know, Green Meanie. Okay, so Green Meanie, they do have RGB RAM. It's just funny because like a lot of people, like what I try and do is I do bang for buck. There is plenty of RGB RAM that is on sale for there now. Yeah, so. And then the other thing too is that there is a slew of AMD processors that are on sale right now. The big one is the 3700X. This one is on sale for $284 for the next 6 hours, $284.99, which is actually pretty inexpensive. So we'll bring up that deal. Just take a quick look at that. Ends in 4 hours. It's $45 off. So for the 3700X. In fact, I think I'm doing a commission. I'm not sure. I had a very long conversation with the gentleman helping him try and choose his parts. I think I'm doing a commission for him where he is using this CPU and he got it at this price. So this is a ridiculous price for a 3700X, being only $284. So you're definitely going to want to pick that up. And again, sale ends in just 4 hours. So yes, that is that. Now you say, Robey, that's all awesome. Hey, you put together a bunch of parts, but what does that mean? Well, that's why I do this. So here we go right here. This is an entire PC coming in at just over $1,000 that you can build with just the deals that we have on the Father's Day stuff right now. So we've got that Asus X570P. I am very much guessing that this will not be available by the end of the show today because every time I post this stuff sells out. We've got the Fractal Design Meshify C, which I know a lot of people are big Fractal fans. A lot of big people are Fractal fans. That's an absolutely incredible case. And they have it on sale for $89. If you're looking for no RGB, but again, very good airflow. There's that 2060 KO we have for $299. You see that RAM that I chose in there. There's that 1 terabyte M.2 drive. And then I threw in the Ryzen 7 3600. So we come in right at $1,000. This will give you greater than 100 frames per second at 1080p. You can stream at 1080p 60 FPS and game at the same time using the NVIDIA NVENC encoder. The only thing that you cannot get right now is obviously power supplies because they're like, you think toilet paper is hard to get, power supplies are harder, man. I'm telling you, man, if you can like have a stockpile of power supplies, and I have a few around here, you're richer than Midas, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, no RGB. So questions, I want to see all the links. By the way, if you're asking, hey, what if I want the deals? If you're over on YouTube, first and foremost, hit that like button, leave a comment. But if you look down, all of the parts are in the description below. You'll see this thing that says curated tech deals. It's all right there. Also, if you hit exclamation point deals on Mixer and Newegg, Mixer and Twitch, you'll get the whole list. You'll just get a whisper that'll tell you the 1K build and give you the links for all of these deals. So all you have to do is hit exclamation point deals and you can go check that stuff out right now. It's not in stock? No, it's still there. Well, unless it just went out of stock. I'm checking now. This happens. It's still there. It's still in stock. It's still in stock. You're still good. I'm looking at it right here. Okay. So yeah, deals, exclamation point deals. If you're, hey, YouTube, down below, there's a link. If one of the moderators could just throw it into the, there you go. If one of the moderators could throw it up into YouTube so they can just get the link so they can click on it and go check it out, that'd be great. Yeah, I know, Todd, that's been the biggest thing, man. The whole thing has been absolutely crazy in terms of getting that stuff. And guys, if you are looking like you're like, hey, I'm low on money right now, just follow me over on Twitter, over at Robeytech. I post PSUs, X570, and then 10th gen, when 10900 and 10700Ks go up in stock, I have a tendency to post those so just that you guys are aware. So those are the deals of the day. Those are the deals. Anybody interested in picking up any of these things, I'd love to see. And guys, you're talking about supply and demand. Somebody said, gotta love supply and demand. Let me be clear. The ones that I post are not markups. These are the ones that you find at retail cost. It's one of my things, either below or at retail cost. That's why I posted these X570 boards if you're looking for them. Yeah. Okay, so anybody else, any other deals, anything else that I can help with before we go to, there we go, just got the Mobo, nice Bonos. Any other things that people want to have a look at, but then we'll go to the build that we're going to do tonight. But overall, what do you guys think? Pretty good deals right now. I would be surprised. Like, all in all, happy Father's Day. If you're a father, I'm a father. Thank you for that. But this would be a good Father's Day gift, a $1,000 PC right there. I pulled, yeah, I know. I have a bunch back ordered. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so Total War Master, I put the wrong one. Thank you. So I'll add that in there. I'll get that into the link. RGB Sync AMD Edition. That's great. The Geel, I use that a lot, Green Meanie. I use that RAM actually a lot, that Geel RAM. I don't think I have it here, but I've used that in quite a few builds, including Cole or Eternal Rage. She actually has it in her build, so yeah. How much for you to build a... So people have asked, so this is actually... so let me just be super clear. I am super close to full for June. I already have 5 commission builds that are already in the queue. But if you wanted me to build a build, this is how it works. You basically DM me. It's 10% of the total cost if you want me to build it off stream. It's 15% of the total cost if you want me to build it on stream. And it's $100 for shipping. That's what it goes. Okay, so looks like people are good. We're gonna talk about building the PC. So let's talk about the PC that you chose to build tonight. So, and then we're gonna start building. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Where is it? That's not what I wanted. It's here somewhere. There it is. So, let's talk about the PC. So, like I said, at 8:30 this morning, I got up and I said, self what? What does the community want? What do they want to build? I said, what? Robey, let's just ask them. So I started with, hey, Twitterverse, Robeytech community, if you had to choose between AMD and Intel 10th Gen, what should I choose? And you, hey, I got this. Oh, nice, Colin. Nice, Colin. So I went and I picked up, you guys chose AMD. And then I said, okay, great, we're going to do AMD. But before we get into what kind of CPU you're going to choose, I need to know what form factor, because that's going to determine a lot of other options. So I gave you 3 case choices. I chose the Fantex E2, the Mini ITX. I gave you the NZXT H510, Ryzen 3 3200G. That would be, the frame rate would be okay. I wouldn't recommend the 3200G. Look at the 3100 or the 1600AF, Bone Chief, because the 3200G, all you're getting right there is you're basically getting an APU, which just has a graphic card built in. So I would rather you spend the money on a 3100 or a 1600AF. Okay, and so then after that you said, okay, well, what's our choice? So then you guys went with the Corsair Crystal 570X RGB tempered glass premium ATX power supply. This thing is beautiful. This is what we're building in today. This is what you guys chose. I honestly, in my thoughts of thoughts, which surprised me, I thought that you guys would choose the Mini ITX build. So I had some other Mini ITX options, and I was like, oh, well, we'll choose Mini ITX. But no, you said, okay, well, we're going to choose white. So I was like, okay, well, now it's got to be a white build. We can't not have it be white. Like, it's got to match. Which then I didn't have another option for the motherboard, because I had a white motherboard for X570, and I had a white motherboard for Z490. So that automatically chose the Asus Prime X570 Pro motherboard. You've seen me use this motherboard quite a bit. I don't know why this isn't closing. Luckily, I know it is. Yeah, you've seen me use this motherboard quite a bit. We'll show it off here. But this is the X570 Prime. It's a very nice board. It is not available or in stock right now, which is why you see it on sale for $484. Do not pay that price for that board. Then I said, okay, so now we know our motherboard. We now know our GPU. We now know our case. What CPU do we use? And I gave you an option on CPU. I gave you the 3600, the 3600X, the 3700X. And I said, you know what? Just for fun, let's throw in a 3900X. And I thought, you know what? I thought you guys would choose the 3700X or the 3600X. But no. By an overwhelming landslide, you guys chose the Ryzen 9 3900X. So we're going to put the Ryzen 9 3900X. And I said, okay, well, I got to build white. And that reminds me, I got to go grab the RAM. I got to build white. So that made RAM choice easy. So I chose the G-Skill Trident Royal Z Series 16 gigs of 3600 megahertz RAM because it looks so pretty. That choose the PSU because I wanted to use a white PSU. So I'm throwing in the Corsair RMX White Series RM850X. And then for this is actually wrong. This is not the M.2 I'm using. I'm actually using the Intel 660p, 1 terabyte. But then the final choice, I said, okay, we have a white build. There are 3 graphics cards that we could choose that would look good in this. So I said, hey, I could put in the white Gigabyte 2070 Super, very, very pretty card, very hard to get a hold of. But I said, I have one, I can throw that in there. Then I said, well, what about this bad boy? And this, I'm glad you chose this. This is the white Asus ROG Strix GeForce RTX 2080 Super. Now you're looking here, that's the 2080 Ti. They do not have the 2080 Super on Newegg. I actually did link to this on Amazon because they just don't carry it on Newegg. But this is the Asus ROG 2060 Super. Absolutely incredible card. I'm really excited to get to use this. And so that is what you chose. The other option was the 2080 Ti Founders Edition, another primo graphics card, and would have made me happy. But I think this build is going to look super sick by the time we are done. And we're going to get started in just a second. And then, of course, because I have to, you have to make sure that you have the cable extension. So, of course, we've got the Asia Horse white. Oh, these are the black and white. So I've actually got the white. So we've got the Asia Horse white cable extensions we're going to be using with this. What do you guys think? Black and white or white? Can we get a vote in chat real quick from my mods, and let me know, do you want black and white or white, all white cable extensions? I'm going to go grab the RAM real quick and grab those other cables real quick. Going into the guys, by the way, my storage room is a little bit of a train wreck right now because I have so much parts that I've kind of put out. I forgot to put away the machine from last week. I need to strip it down, the NZXT machine, and so now it's kind of got a mess. And then I didn't do all the benchmarking stuff, and so because I haven't done all the benchmarking stuff, I have all those GPUs that are just kind of sitting out in there. Okay, so I've got the white cables. We'll know what you guys decide to vote on that. We'll have a choice here, and then of course, I got to show this off. The G-Skill Trident Royal Z. I love this RAM. And there we go right there. We got 16 gigs of it sitting right there. It's so shiny right there. And so yeah, we'll be using that in the build today. I think that will look super awesome inside of our going. Okay, so that is all the parts. And if you're interested in any of these parts, minus the motherboard, promise me you will not spend that kind of money on this motherboard unless you're super desperate, because it does show up from time to time over on Newegg. All the parts are linked in the description below, or you can basically hit !PC over on Mixer and Twitch, and you'll actually get a link that'll actually show you, hey, here's the parts that I'm building in the PC today, and all of that stuff there. So we're getting ready to start. We're gonna get you guys hyped up. You guys start the hyping up. Let's start the hype. We've got no subs right now. Let's see. We've got 100 people here, no subs. Let's get some subs going. Let's get some hype going because we're about to start building. The other thing too is I want to let you guys know is, again, ! deals. If you want to get all the deals that I walk through, we'll walk through those a little bit later. Again, we'll see what the status is of what's actually still in stock. That's always a lot of fun. And then ! PC if you want to get the if you want to actually check out the build throughout the time. So if people come in and they're like, hey, Robey, what is he building? ! PC. And then we'll actually have some other ones going in there. So yeah, that is what is happening. Actually, I think the mods actually do the PC links. So mods, if I'm saying that and I'm wrong, I apologize, and they will show you the links to the PC stuff. So my bad, I forgot about that. I don't. So somebody, Serious Sloth, is saying I don't buy from Newegg. Honestly, dude, that is a choice. One of the things I like about them versus buying over on Amazon is, again, what they have in stock. Amazon hasn't had stuff in stock in I don't know how long, and a lot of manufacturers really like to work with Newegg. So that's why I buy with Newegg. So, and they treat me well. I have a lot of people here who they have treated well here. So if you don't, that's okay, man. You have the choice. Okay, so let's grab our motherboard. Who's ready for some PC building hype? Let's get some hype going in the channel. Let's get it happening. There's 330 people here already, and we want to get this going in there. Yeah, I have no power. Healthy you, it depends. Honestly, Newegg's been cheaper. You've seen cheaper over at Amazon. I've seen cheaper over at Newegg. Over Micro Center. So it really honestly depends. Honestly, Micro Center is another really great one. So yeah, but I have been very happy. I buy a lot of stuff from Newegg. I buy a lot of stuff from them all the time. So, and I do not get everything for free. So Thank you very much for that sub. Welcome to the family. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, you get going in there. Okay, so white. Everybody's saying white. So now we have all the parts. Who's ready to start some building? And we got some sub hype already, which is great. We're gonna get this going. Okay. Let's grab our motherboard. So, like I said, motherboard. I love this motherboard. I'm actually excited because for those of you who don't know, before I get into this, and I know you guys are like, Robey, just build. Tomorrow we are custom water cooling a 10700K Intel build. We're going to be actually using the same GPU. Oh, maybe I'll throw that 2070 Super in there. We're going to be doing the 10700K tomorrow. The 10700K, we're going to be using the Gigabyte X5, the Gigabyte Z490 Vision, another white board. So if you're interested in doing a white Intel 10th gen build, tomorrow's the day to come. We're going to be custom water cooling that from beginning to end all day tomorrow. Come in. We're going to be starting that a bit early. The hope is to start that at 5:30, so it's going to be starting a little bit earlier next week. I mean tomorrow, and it should be a insane and uber fun time. So that is happening tomorrow. But now, let's get to building. Who's ready? Here we go. Yeah, this board is nice. Yeah, it's going to look absolutely clean. So here we go. Starting in here. There it is right there. Oops. Let's spin it the right way so we can really show off the parts. We want to make sure the Asus. This is actually a very, very pretty build. I mean, pretty motherboard. I'm a big fan of doing this and just how this looks. So, and I'll give you an overview real quick of just this motherboard in general, so you know what you're kind of getting into. In terms of extra parts, I don't think I need anything. I think I've got all the screws already on here already, so we're good there. And we are for the sake of time, I think one of the things you guys have probably noticed is I did not stick in an AIO. And AIOs just add a lot of time. And the cool thing about the Ryzen 3900x is that it actually includes a stock cooler. So we're going to be using the stock cooler for this. We're not going to be overclocking it. We'll do some little benchmarking and play some games. They're already installed on the drive. We'll be doing all that today, so don't worry. So there it is, the X570P. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can take a look at it. We'll just kind of go over the parts that are here on the board. So you guys kind of just get an idea of what we have in here. So right here, this is our AM4 socket. The cool thing we learned about this is that we got a little bit of thermal paste in there. This is the AM4 socket. This has been AMD's kind of stock, go-to socket now for a while. It's not going to be changing with X670 is the rumor, and we now know that the 4000 series the 4000 series Ryzens will also be AM4. So this will be the standard for a while. Over here we have our RAM. We can do 4 DIMMs. Basically, if we wanted to fill all 4, but because we're only doing 2, we're going to do an A2 and B2. But this is our RAM right here. This is our 24-pin ATX power supply. Right here, this is our SATA power. These up here are fan headers. This one right here is an addressable RGB header. This is your VRM, and these are the things that do stuff. Like a lot of people ask, like, what does a VRM do? This is basically your phase power array, and what this allows you to do is doing things like overclocking, etc. And obviously, the more of these you have, the better your chance for over. Now, you could sit there and just actually count these and say, oh, I have a, what is a 7 by 14 or whatever it is. But the thing is like, this can be trickery. So really you have to do a deep dive to know what your phase power array is. But the big thing here about X570, and what you do is you basically can look at the number of EPS and you'll know what kind of support you have for overclocking. We have these right here are your PCIe slots. This is PCIe 16. You've got a couple more down here. These are for plugging your motherboard, and then you also got expansion slots for things like Elgatos, etc. And that's what you have right here. Down here at the bottom, this over here, this is basically your front panel connector. There's a lot of different things that go in there, but for the most part, we'll walk through that when we get a little bit closer. Again, we have some more fan headers. This is your USB 3.2. These are USB 2. This is your HD audio, and then these are TPM. They're for security purposes. Over here, we have stuff like audio support, and then this right here is your X570 chipset. Your X570 chipset is what does a lot of things, and it's actually actively powered. One of the things that people are liking over Z490 is that you don't have to have these mini fans because replacing something like this is really hard. But that is your motherboard in a nutshell. So yeah, that's your motherboard, and we'll go from here. Next up, let's grab our CPU. Who's ready and going in there? Let's get it going. Oh, let's grab our stuff from here quick. There we go. Okay. So next up, let's go and grab our CPU in here. This is the Ryzen 9 3900X. Oh, that's right. I haven't opened this one. I have one that's sitting back here, but it's got thermal paste and everything on it. So for the sake of brevity, we'll open this one. There we go. Ryzen 9 3900X. going to be using this. And again, you guys, for those of you who don't know or newer as you're going in there, as we're coming up on 400 people, those people, like the PC that we're building, again, we'll be linking that. You can just check that as we go in there. This PC was chosen by you, by viewers, not just by you, but you, the viewers, and that's what's going on here. Okay, so what you saw me do to install the CPU is there's this little arm here. You just pull out and then pull up. You want this at a 90-degree angle. That's how you know it's kind of unlocked. What we do is we grab our CPU. We want to grab it from the sides. We don't want to touch the top. This is the IHS, and down here at the bottom of the pins. You don't want to use this to do things like pet your comb your gerbil's fur or anything like that. You just basically want to hold it on the side. What you do is you're going to line this up. There's a little arrow in the corner here, and there's a little arrow here. You can actually also see the arrow at the bottom. You want to line this up with like that, and you just drop it in. And it just drops in very easily, and you can just give it a little jiggle, and you know what it is. And then you just pull the arm down, and you're good to go. There you go. There's your CPU installation. Bam! No, don't lick it. I'm not going to lick it, Chunky. With a name like that, I can see why you may want to lick it. No, we're not going to lick the pen. Yeah, and the other thing I would not recommend is what Zeiston was saying. I would not recommend covering your pins with peanut butter. And the other thing, too, is that don't do what some people do, which is put thermal paste on and then put it on. The thermal paste goes on the top. It does not go in between the pins. That is a good way to ruin a very, very nice and expensive motherboard. So, yeah. I did not forget the mayonnaise gunplay, nor did I forget the peanut butter. And all you guys are sitting there just having a good old fun time. Please don't listen to anything that they're saying. You just listen to what I'm saying. This ain't The Verge. We're not gonna have people like getting you all messed up here. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up my chat real quick so I can see it. Okay, there we go. It's just a little easier when it's up over here too, so I can see you guys. I can see you guys chatting. Okay, so we got our CPU in. Let's go ahead and grab our RAM. This RAM, so pretty. Does anybody have the G-Skill? Does anybody have the G-Skill? The G-Skill Trident Royal Z has used this before. I'm just a huge fan of this RAM. The only thing I don't enjoy about it is how sharp it is when you have to push it in to apply pressure. Now, if you're installing, specifically, this can be different from motherboard to motherboard. This one only has one clip. Sometimes there's clips on both sides. You could have to undo both, but in this one, you just only have to undo the top. Some motherboards, the way that they make this really easy for you to get dual channel is they actually color code. I don't know if you can see it very well with the camera, but this is light gray and this is dark, this is black, and they color code so you know where you want to stick the pairs. And like I said, in this particular case, I want to stick it in A2 and B2, which is where I'm going to stick these. Now, if you get Trident Royal Z, one of the things that people don't know is they actually do have peels. So you do have to peel them before you put them on. They actually do have stuff you have to peel, and I know how much you guys enjoy the peels. We're going to peel both of these from both sides. So I know there's been some people, and remember, these things are still heat spreaders, so you need to make sure that you do take them off. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to just stick that in. And the way this works is there's a little PCB, and there's a little PCB there. What you want to do is line up that PCB like so, and then just don't do what I just did, which is line up that PCB wrong. Line up that PCB like so. Again, you're looking at the PCB in the slot that's in the DIMM slot. Line it up, and then you give it pressure. If you're not a knob like I am, give it pressure, and it clicks right in just like that. Okay, same thing with the second stick. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do the peels and grab off little covers so you get nice and shiny. Everybody wants nice and shiny, right? There we go, nice and shiny. And we're going to line up our PCB like that. And PCB, just so for those of you who don't know, PCB stands for printed circuit board. And there you go. There is our RAM installed. Okay. We've got a RAM installed. Put this off on the side. Yeah, it is very shiny. Yeah, it'll bounce off. It's very reflective. It'll look nice and clean. Like I'll give you guys here. Let me give you guys like the side view so you can guys kind of see it. But like the light, there is RGB lighting off of here. So there's lots of reflective opportunities here, just like as like RGB kind of floats around the case. So I mean, I think it'll look nice. And again, these are RGB, so it'll also look good. Okay. Next up, let us grab that. I don't want to grab that. I want to grab our M.2. Here it is. And this M.2 has been pre-installed, so we can do But for the sake of making it look good, I am not going to put it up here because it's green. I appreciate Intel, but it is not the prettiest. If it was like, if I use like the SN750 from the fine folks over at Western Digital, I'd be much more apt to kind of put it up top. But we're going to go ahead and take this slot down here and hide the green, so it doesn't take away from the pretty that we're going to be doing here. And I'm going to go ahead and take this 2280, move it down here. What I'm doing right here, just so you guys know, is these are M.2 slots. I don't know if you can see them very well. This one right here is your top one, and then we have another one down here. And then these are standoffs. And what these standoffs are for lengths of M.2s. And you'll see stuff like at 2242, you might have like a Wi-Fi card that's a 2242 M.2. I don't see a lot of 2260s, but the majority of M.2 hard drives are 2280. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the standoff. I'm going to find 2280 down here, and I'm just going to screw the standoff in, like so. And then the last thing I'm going to do is once I get that standoff in, like this, I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this top part because this is just the screw that's going to hold down the M.2. And there we go. Okay. Then again, your M.2 drive, and I know to some people this is still new. This is still new, like installing an M.2 drive. But the way this is going to work is you're going to look for the little slot in the PCB like this. You're going to look at the little slot in the PCB like this. You're going to stick that and line it up with the little slot here. You're going to push it in. It should do a nice little click. And then you're going to pull it down. And then you kind of know that it's in because it's like it's kind of like a diving board. Like you can see, it's like kind of like a diving board. What you're going to do is you're just going to take that little screw and you're going to screw it down. Now, if you do not have the screw in the standoff, then it's usually included in the motherboard box. So these little screws are included in the motherboard box. If you're like, where's my screw? That's usually where it is. So there you go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is on the bottom, you see this. This is actually a cover for a thermal pad. So we're going to go ahead and peel off this cover. And this basically dissipates heat because M.2s actually get pretty warm. We're going to peel this cover. I'm trying not to peel the entire thermal pad off. I know it's green. I know that's what I said, but I'm going to hide it so you won't see it. We don't want to. I worked too hard to have all these parts to throw it in there. There we go. Okay. And now we line this up like a so. Like a so. I always have to like look out because it's like lining. Ooh, come on. Wow, I'm doing a really bad job of lining this up right now. There you go. One in. Okay, so that should be lined up, and now we're just going to screw this down. There we go. And screw this down. See? And now you can't even see it. So, like I said, nice and powerful. Again, a lot of times when you'll see like more expensive M.2 drives, one of the reasons might be is different color PCB. Intel's using the green, and that may be why it's only 118 bucks. Hey, thank you very much, Josh. Appreciate it. Everybody, Josh Nosko Nursker is a part of the Robeytech team. He does a lot of like our custom designs for our cases. He also does a bunch of editing for YouTube, and then he does a lot of script writing as well. So yeah. Okay, B550 does have Gen 4. It's only for one slot though. Yes, we do have B550. Okay, last part of this whole thing is we're going to install our cooler, our Wraith cooler, because we're going to use the stock cooler in this one. We're going to go ahead and grab our Wraith cooler in here. Okay, there we go. I wish I had another one that I wasn't taking this one out. I don't remember if that one, before I just remove a perfectly good one, go ahead and, it's a Wraith stock cooler, and I'd prefer not to have to use all of these different stock coolers. So I think I have another one of these down over here. I'm going to see. I think this is one. Also is a Wraith stock cooler. This has nothing in it, so we'll use this one. Hey, there we go. And the Ryzen 7 also has the Wraith cooler as well, so it's not like I'm using anything different. I'm just trying not to use too many of these things. I might as well keep a couple of them nice. So there we go. Here's our Wraith cooler. I have not used this before. Never mind, I have many ones. Okay, so one of the things I will tell you, and we're going to go ahead and hook this up, is that if you are installing your Wraith cooler, you get a couple options here. We'll show you real quick. you get a couple options for how to control your RGB. You get a USB cable, and you also get an addressable RGB. You want to choose one or the other, not both. For me personally, it has worked better when I actually use USB versus using the addressable RGB header. The software is actually made by Cooler Master, but I'm going to use the USB instead of trying to use the stuff that's built into the motherboard and using that stuff. So that is just a little tip for me. I've now used this, a handful of times, and so that's just a little something to learn. Honestly, so Mark, you're asking why not liquid cooled? It's just time. Because again, this build is not a build that we're giving away or doing anything like that. It's just we're going to re-strip it down, and so I want to make sure we get it finished and play with it at the end of the show. So putting in an AIO just takes a lot more time. We're putting away in the same time. So that is why. It is nothing personal. It's not that I don't want to liquid cool it. It's just being smart with the time. So okay, so let's do that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab our thing out here. You're welcome, Mark. And guys, let's do okay, so there we go. We got, let's go ahead and get to the little 400 viewers now. Little 400 viewer hype there. Okay, so what I want to do, the way this works is this is a fan header. You usually want this to be up near the top so you can just kind of, cable manage it. Let me go top down so you guys can see a little better. So I'm going to do this up towards the top. Up here at the top, you can actually see it's labeled. I know you can't see that because it's below, but it actually says CPU heatsink, CPU fan, and then AIO pump. And then we're going to put it right here. That's your CPU fan right at the top. We're going to plug this into this, like so. There you go, CPU fan is in. And then you get the fun job, make sure these are tight. You get the fun job of trying to get this to go down. Always, this is fun because it can be easy. It just depends. There we go. Got that one on. We go over here. And what it does is there's these little clips. I'll show you. No, this one was very easy. There we go. Okay. That's all it takes to install it. So I'll just show you here on the side. There's these little clips down here. They're hard to see. And what you're going to do is you're going to have these little square things that these little metal strips actually connect to them. So once you basically have them on, you're going to basically twist this, and then this will lock it down. It's pretty straightforward. You can see actually here's a little better view. Yeah, that's basically locked on this little latch right here. You want to get these latches over, and then once they're both over, you just tighten it with this little lever right here on the side. And then that's all it is to get it installed. Now, what we're going to do is just for the sake of making sure it looks good, is we're just going to take this one braided cable right here and kind of shove it down here so it looks nice and clean. And what we'll do is when we install this, because sometimes you're like, well, it's nice and big and black, Robey, but the thing that I'll do is I'll take the time and make sure that we make this all white. We'll get it all white so it'll look plenty clean and nice. Do not worry. And then usually, I will tell you this, something I've struggled with. We'll check this for sure on this build. But usually this cable is just that too short to go across the back. So when I talk about this is the cable, and this has to plug into a USB port down here at the bottom. But in order to do that, when you plug it in here, it doesn't have enough to run all the way back through there. So if you end up having that problem, what I'll do is I'll run it underneath the USB. Now what I did is I took this little plastic thing off. This is a little plastic thing. It actually came from right here. And so that is because this has to plug into this little slot right here, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to plug this in. It just plugs in with the top down, the little holes towards the top. It only goes in one way. And there's two of them here. One is for the addressable RGB, and the other is for the USB, which is what I'm plugging in now. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now that's all plugged in. Our PC is basically ready to go. We're going to stick these in our motherboard box. We don't lose them because we want to make sure we put this away nice and clean later on. What I have a tendency to do if you ever have this problem is that you save the motherboard box and use the motherboard box here to store all like your extra, like your booklets, your warranty papers, all that stuff. As I build, I stick them inside of the motherboard box. So when you need them or you're going to go back, you're like, oh, well, what am I going to do? Then you have that because you're going to end up having to keep that anyway. Okay, so motherboard is ready. We're actually ready to put it inside of our case. Now is the time to do case prep. That's the next step of the build. We're gonna put this down a little bit. And put a cam link, and we're gonna put this off to the side. Okay, let's grab our case. This thing has a lot of tempered glass. So this is the case you guys chose. The Corsair Crystal 570X tempered glass RGB. So you can see this has a lot of tempered glass. And they were going in there. So this is all the stuff that we're going in there. This is the case that you guys basically chose. I've actually never had the privilege of getting to build inside of this PC before. So it comes stock with 3 RGB fans. I think these are not LLs or MLs. They're actually SL 120 fans, which I don't have another one. So we're gonna stick just a standard one in the back because I don't have another. We'll stick a black fan in the back. But you actually, the thing that's pretty cool about this is here on the back, you can actually see that this case comes with right here. This is the Lighting Node Pro. So in other words, all of the lighting and all of the lighting stuff and everything that you'd need is actually included. You could actually technically disconnect this and run it into USB, and you don't have to. This is just pretty neat that they actually have a button thing here, so you don't have to use IQ to control the color and lights of the software. You can actually do it all right here from right here in the case. But right now, we're going to start by stripping this real quick. Oh, that's some tough stuff going on right now. Hey guys, well, we are 1 sub in. I want to give away that $50 Newegg gift card. So if we can get a couple more subs, and we're 9 subs away from giving away 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. But maybe I'll up it a little bit. Let's get some hype going. So if we get to 10 subs, instead of making that 3 months, we'll make it 1 year. So if we get 9 more subs, I'll give away 1 year of Xbox Game Pass. And remember, if you're a sub here on Mixer, you actually also get extra entries into all of the giveaways, like your Newegg gift cards, or if I give away a graphics card. And guys, we have some crazy giveaways for Saturday, so you're definitely going to want to tune in then. We do the Saturday giveaways for sure, because that's going to be a little bonkers. Okay, what we're doing right now is we're just taking off all the tempered glass and prepping the case to for building. So we're just going to take everything off. Actually didn't need to take that off, but I'm going to, just because. Okay. There is tempered glass everywhere on this case. Jeez. A lot of tempered glass. Like, you have a lot of glass. I don't need to take the front one off. It'll make it a little bit lighter though, so I might just take it all off and then of course strip. It'll just make it easier to kind of move things around. What I'm doing right now is up here on the front and on the top, there's just a bunch of these black screws. I'm taking them all off and getting all the glass off. Ugh. This is what I'm doing right now. There we go. Look at that hype train. Thank you very much. Thanks for the subscriptions, guys. And remember, if you're enjoying the content over on Mixer and on Twitch, make sure that you hit that follow button. If you're enjoying it over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. That would be super awesome. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all of you guys. There we go. There's another sub right now. Level 99. We actually are doing a build for him. He's got a build that we're going to be doing for him in 3 weeks. Yeah, so he's one of our, he's actually getting a commission build. Oh, nice. Green. It's good RAM. I actually really enjoyed it, and it looks pretty cool as well, which is one of the things I also like about it. Okay, we're just removing all the panels right now. Hey guys, 8 subs, and we're gonna give away a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Trying to see what else is going on here. Anybody else having a good time? Which motherboard do you have? Oh, he's talking to Pocket Drummer. Okay, you guys are having a separate conversation. This does not include Robeytech. Oh, oh, nice. Congratulations. That's awesome, Bone Chief. Those are good. That's a good motherboard and good processor. Nice. Thanks, Kwame, New York City, I guess. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so we got all of our, so we're just, again, what we're doing, guys, we're just removing, and this becomes so much lighter. So I don't have to technically remove them all. I do have, the ones I really need to remove just for this build would be the front and the back. Sorry, the back and the front side panels. But when you're moving, like, because I want to move things around for camera angles and stuff like that, it just makes the case a whole lot lighter when you have none of the glass. The glass is not light. There we go. It's funny because like this case, like I do have a white AIO, and I really had considered putting the white AIO on this. The problem is that this case only supports a 280 rad at the top, which means I have to do a front rad. And I was like, if I'm gonna do a front rad, and then I didn't have enough white LL120s. So I was like, oh, well, then it started coming into, I didn't have quite all the parts to do it exactly the way it was. So I was like, oh, let's just keep it stock. Yeah. Okay, and this is a full ATX case. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna grab our box parts real quick. These are always included. When you get a new case, the one thing I always tell you is you're like, oh, well, where are all the screws? There's always a little box somewhere. In this case, it's here on the back, over here, that includes all the parts that you need to do the build. So we're just gonna undo that. Let's flip that off. Pop off like so. There it goes. And then we can just remove the box parts. There you go. Put that back on. Pretty nice. So let's go over the case real quick, because I mean, one of the things I like to do is like, if you're like interested in this case, you're like, oh, well, why would I get this case? We can go through that real quick. This is an older case for sure. I will say that. The reason I know is that usually one of the things is like, given what you pay for this does not have USB-C. Here on the top. The top panel, we actually have like, you actually have your addressable RGB. You have your addressable RGB buttons where you can actually change your RGB and reset and stuff like that, but you've only got 2 USB 3, so no USB-C. In terms of, you have, the one thing I do like about this is you have options for 3.5-inch hard drives, and you've got your 2.5-inch SSDs. They're all toolless in terms of you don't have to do anything, you don't have to screw things in, they just clip in with these little clips here in the bottom. Which is actually pretty cool for taking these off, and they're all secured with screws. You've got your RGB controller here. Pretty easy in terms of doing all that stuff. And again, you're also including that Lighting Node Pro or Lighting Node. And then here on the back, on the inside, you've got lots of spacious room. You got the power supply shroud, which I mean, if you wanted to do a black power supply, you totally could. It's got air support for both, depending on which way you want to mount it. It's got these, the one thing I really like is grommets down here. Main reason being is that for the grommets that are basically down here, if you want to do cable extensions and have it look really good with the GPU, that's something I really enjoy, is having this particular grommet. And then it includes 3 RGB fans. These are the SF120 fans, not the LLs or the MLs. Is what I understand, and I think that's, I don't know if it says it on here. Yeah, so these are the SFs, not the MLs or anything like that. Which is why I don't have a bunch of extra ones in here. So yeah, that's pretty much the case. Nice and light. You've also got the one thing that's also kind of cool here. I know you don't have a lot of channeling, but you do have this right here, and we'll take it off right now. But you do actually have a channel. So because the backside is RGB, you do have a nice channel area right here for hiding cable management. It's not very thick, so this would be hard to use, especially with cable extensions. But you can actually take this off right here, and you actually do have some channeling. If you're familiar with the Corsair 500D, you actually do have some channeling to kind of hide your cables, and then it looks much cleaner in the back here. So yeah, that's pretty much an overview of the case. That's what we got. Let's go ahead and get our motherboard in and keep it going. The SP120s. Thank you, Race Slayer. SP. That's what I knew it was something like that. I apologize. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know. Does anybody have this case? Does anybody in particular have this case? I'm just curious if anybody else has built in it. What I'm doing right now is I'm just pushing all of the cables that are in the back that I'm going to be cable managing later through the back here and kind of getting it cleaned up. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Hey, thank you very much, Arclight, for the embers. Appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, it's a little. You guys are a little. Yeah, it's a little. Oh, there's a sub right there. Thank you very much for the. Thank you very much for the sub, Daddy Report 4666. Lots of numbers. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know if I like this. One of the things they did is they actually ran. There's actually this bottom part down here is actually RGB, and they have this one cable. I'll show you this right here. I don't know if I'm a big fan, but they have this one cable that they kind of cable manage down here, but it's still nice and black. I would think it would have been better if they would have just run it through the back or down below, but that's what they decided to do. So that's that. You know, all in all, roomy case, lots of options in terms of that stuff, which I think is neat. So we're going to keep it going. Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. I think we're ready to go. The only thing we've got left to do is getting our motherboard in. Okay, there we go from there, and then let's see who that. Sorry, just checking something real quick. Hold on one sec. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to refresh this. Like it's not showing my chat. Okay, let's go and grab our motherboard and get this popped in. We're gonna test real quick once we get this in here to see if our. Oh, that looks good in there though. That looks pretty. You look so pretty. There you go. Already looking so fly. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do just for the sake of safety. Oh, this doesn't have a. Oh man. Okay, let's see. I don't know what this is. Pretty short. We'll see. We'll test and see what we can get. We're gonna have a couple things down here. We can see if this runs down here. We'll test that here in a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. If you swap out the fans, will the button still work for RG? Yes, it will, Jester. If you put in, they have to be Corsair fans. So if you were like to put like ML120s or LL120s in there, yes, it would still work. It would still work just fine. Oh, you do, Phil? I didn't know that. Well, so do I, dude. I do like that board, Hammer You. I've used it before. Nice board. Okay, let's go and grab our. Nice, Jester. Yeah, that's good. This is if you guys are curious about the music, a lot of people are asking about the music. The music is actually from Soundstripe. It is. I just pay a monthly subscription that allows me to use this music for YouTube. And I don't know what the name of the song is. Yeah. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. There we go. See you later, Phil. We'll see you later. Okay, so when you're looking for the screws, these are the ones you want for the motherboard. They're usually the ones that have the most. These are the screws that I want to use for the motherboard. Oop, I just dumped one behind the motherboard. Okay, there we go. Gonna get that screwed in. There is one. Yeah, I was pretty excited to get to use this case. So yeah. And then, yeah, there we go. We will not get to use this USB-C header that's right there. Ah, nice. I think the one thing that's always hard when you use cases or you use builds like this is that you always have to consider, like when I'm going to do like a all-white build, then usually you'll see things like premiums on all-white parts, like the 2070 Super or the 2080 Super or whatever it was. So there's always like a little bit that goes into when you're like, I'm going to make a Stormtrooper build or a Stark all-white build or any other color ones that you're going to pay a premium just for the coloration. I know double JC. It's just, again, we're doing it for the interest of time. I know it's not using it, but it will still look nice when I put it all white. You will see. Have a little bit of faith. But no, it is not ideal in terms of the cooler. This build is just a build that you guys chose, and for the sake of making sure that we get it done and up, we're going to use the stock cooler. It's funny because I could have done the deep cool and had, well then, but you need, like, you essentially, I would have done this totally, you have enough room here for a push-pull configuration on a 360 radiator, like the deep cool EAX one that I could have done. So it's not like I didn't have room or the opportunity to do it. It's just timing. I wasn't happy. Again, you only supported 280, but again, if you have that 240 millimeter all white Corsair H110 Platinum or HE Platinum white RGB AIO, that would be pretty awesome as well. So yeah. There you go. Actually, I'll probably keep these out because I'll end up using the one that came with the case. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay, next up, we're gonna check real quick that maybe we're lucky. One of the things I'm also not happy about is that this doesn't have nice holes at the bottom. So I'm gonna see if we have enough room to run this all the way down, and we do not. So we'll have to run this and then run it down this way. Okay. And if you're using the stock cooler, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what I was checking to see if this was long enough to run behind. It's not. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to run it behind. What it'll do is it'll run behind the GPU. So we'll trap it behind the GPU, and then we'll cable manage it with all the front panel cables here. And what we'll do is we'll just choose our... So this goes into USB. That's what I'm doing right now. So sorry. Oh, I had the wrong camera angle. What I was testing to see if this cable could actually run behind here. It's too short. What I need to do is I'm going to stick in our GPU, and this will get hidden behind the GPU. Again, it'll be hidden with a lot of the black. We're going to just keep it down below. And then what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in. This is USB. We're going to plug this down here with the other USB real quick, and then we'll cable manage it. We'll cable manage it down here with the other part, so it's nice and hidden. So you won't see it. Trust me. When I'm all done, you'll hardly see that cable's there. So not ideal, but that is what it is. Like, this is one of the things that's nice about AIOs is that I'd be running all the cables to the top, and then you'd have none of these that are hanging down below. Yeah, CD drive. Yeah, CD drive. I'm totally digging the Expanse. This case is the Crystal 680X is the name of the case. Whoa, did Channel 1 show up? Let's have Channel 1. What's up, Channel 1? Welcome you guys to Robeytech. Sorry, we're just going to do a quick introduction. We had Channel 1 pop up, so there's 787 people here. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC and tech deals and PC builds. If you want to see the PC we're building, those things are cycling through here. We got a couple giveaways we're going to be doing, including if we get 7 more subs, we're going to give away a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And then if we get to 15 subs, we'll give away a $50 Newegg gift card. We're giving away a $25 Newegg gift card regardless. So hang out. We're going to build a PC. We're going to play some games on it. And that is what we do every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But we have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday schedule this week because we have a really big stream at the end of the week. So welcome, Channel 1. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you follow, hang out, all that sort of stuff. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. And I'm sorry, guys. We used to actually show the combined chat up on the screen, but we had some people say some hate things and got banned from YouTube. So we don't do that anymore. Okay. Let's get our front panel connectors done. That's the next step that we'll do. We've got our USB plugged in for this. Let's go and hook up the rest of our front panel connectors. Somebody's asking what case this was. This is the 570X, Crystal 570X. So USB-C is at the bottom. Okay, just making sure that I grab all the cables and route them to the right place. So these are all fans, and we have no fan header. But luckily, we have a bunch of fan headers at the bottom. Oh, that's kind of weird. I just realized that they did not give us a bunch of fan headers. We're going to run all 3 of these, and they're all some PWM. This is not a very long. Geez, this is a really short fan. We may have to do one on the side. I have to figure out one on the side. These other two I can definitely run down here. So these are fans. We're going to run these into the little slot down here. And then we're going to take our USB 3. And this also goes down here. Kind of untangling cables right now. Well, that is weird that is wrapped up underneath this. That's our SATA. Okay, so this is our USB-C and our HD audio. Some of our front panel connectors. Here are some more front panel connectors right here. Getting all the cables out. This is a SATA cable. Where is it? SATA power, okay. SATA power cable. That's the thing. What is this? Oh, more front panel, okay. These are all the cables I need, and I'm going to run all of these up here. We got to see, I'm going to guess, because we usually do, is that we have a single, we have a single fan right here in the middle. We're going to run a fan header there. Okay, so this should allow us to hook up all of our connectors for the motherboard and front panels very easily. That's what I just did, is I ran fan header there. We ran all of the other front panel connectors to the bottom, including the other two fan headers that were connected to the fans in the front. Now, was I right? I was not right. We're going to have to run this someplace else. Trying to see if we have another fan. We have three fan headers at the bottom, but we don't have that. That does not have a lot of room. Okay, so these are all front panel here. Okay. This is your power switch. It goes right there. And our front panel connector. We have some more that are like kind of twisted up here, so I'm going to get these out of here. We don't have all of them. Looks like we have a power plus and minus. Okay. That's easy. Power plus and minus. And I'll show you up close real quick so you guys want to see how these are plugged in. We'll show you up close with the little roaming kit. And that roaming camera is going to become a 4K camera here pretty soon. So that way it'll be a lot easier. So when I show that, I know the people have complained about the resolution of that camera. And we'll get that fixed. Okay. That's all hooked up. What we're going to do next is we're going to grab our power. These are our fan headers. Plug these in real quick. Oops, that's upside down. Okay. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our couple of last things we're going to do. We're going to take our HD audio, which this is just keyed a certain way. So there's only one way this plugs in. You do not have to worry about that. And that one goes right over here to the far left. Here like that. There's HD audio. And then the final one is a good old USB 3, my least favorite cable to hook up. But you basically want to do this right at a 90-degree angle and come in right at a 90-degree angle so you do not bend pins, and then just push it in until it clicks. There it goes. Okay, and we're going to take this cable. Once we get our GPU in, we'll cable manage that down. Make sure that's nice and good. Okay, so all our front panels are connected. And go for those. So let's show you guys up close. You guys can see what the cables are that I just hooked up. Sorry for the quality of the camera. We're getting a new one here pretty soon, and then this won't be as big of an issue. So here we're going to go to roaming camera real quick and show you guys the different cables here. Maybe we're not. Maybe this is not going to work. Okay, hold on. Properties. Okay, maybe it doesn't work. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. I'll try and show you best I can from the top so you guys can see what I did. So, front panel connectors, these are the ones in the far left. They were little small cables. There's a plus and a minus. That's there. Next to it is our fan headers. These are the fan headers here. Then we plugged in our USB 3.1 or 3.2 connector. And then we've got our HD audio far down here. And then this is the one that we plugged in, the USB that we plugged in earlier to power our Wraith Prism cooler. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. As Trekical, there's actually quite a few people chatting. The problem is that you are only seeing it, like you're only seeing just the YouTube side. So yeah, but it is actually, you know, I will say it actually is a little bit more dead than it typically has been for a. Yeah, it's a little bit more dead than what it typically has been for the show. So it's, and I didn't stream yesterday, so I think just people are not used to this abnormalness. So yeah, we still have, you know, we still have what, over 1,100 people total watching the show right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna carefully tighten these out just to make sure that they're nice and tight, because we're gonna want to make sure that they aren't popping up in weird ways, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna kind of pull these out. And I still have to find a place to plug in this last cable. I'm hoping and check to see if I have I think I have just enough room to run this one. So got one more fan cable to hook up. Robey, I got a cheaper tower and didn't get the replacement I/O cover. Can that be bought online? There shouldn't be an I/O cover. What do you mean, MasterJet? Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, let's flip it over. There's plenty of people there for sure. Okay, we're gonna grab and see if we can find some place to plug in. Maybe I'll get lucky. I have one more fan header to plug in there, and then we're gonna kind of push some cables down. There we go. Okay, so all our fan headers are in. You need to get down. Ooh, whoa. Is that another? No, that's not okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm just pushing all these extra cables that I don't need, minus this one, which is annoying until I put the GPU in. And then we'll hide that one. But kind of hard to do anything else until we get it. Okay, so that's nice and clean now. As clean as it can be. Let us, just for the sake of things, because we can, I'm going to go ahead and put in the GPU. And we always like to have a little fun with the GPU stuff. Just because this is a new card, and I know people are excited about seeing it. So this is the GPU we're putting here. This is the Asus ROG Strix 2080 Super White. This card I am excited to open because I think this is a absolutely sexy card. So okay, let's go and open this bad boy up. And they have a 2080 Strix. I thought, it's funny because when I bought this, I thought I had gotten the 2080 Strix, and then I bought the 2080 Super. So I want the undress time. Everybody's excited. Yeah, everybody's excited about this card. Yeah, you could Super Doom if you wanted to, but I actually had, there was enough length. I actually have enough length for I got it plugged in Super Doom, but yeah, you could. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, baby. There it is. Even more white. Hey, what's up? How you doing? My wife is saying hi. Hi, how are you? She's over on Facebook right now. There it is, the Strix. You guys ready? It hasn't even been opened. That's right. Here we go. You guys ready? There we go. It's another, I'm pretty sure it's protected again. Ooh, look at this. Oh, wow. I don't even know what this is. It comes with a ruler. A PCB ruler. Check that out. That's cool. It needs it has to get plugged into a USB 2 header, yes. But you don't need an adapter. Okay, oh, this thing. Look at this. Oh, this card looks so good. Here we go right here, guys. Look at this card. I'm so glad that Asus did this. I was like, I wanted the white. I still need to get a white 2080 Ti, but God, they did. This card is just so pretty. I mean, this is like all white, you know what I mean? So look at that. There it is right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful GPU. And it looks like we have some peels to do real quick, so let's get our peels done. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Your heart skipped a beat. Yeah, the RGB will look good. This would be fun to do front mounted. This does not support front mounted, the case doesn't, but yeah, front mounted this would be cool. Especially if like you did like a little bit of ice blue. Like ice blue would look cool. And of course now we have the back here. Peel off real quick. There we go. Oh, look at that. And there we go. We're gonna go ahead and pop that off real quick. And we'll just, I don't know why we did that. I forgot to take the thing off, but there we go. We're gonna put that down like off to the side like that. Save this because we're gonna put this card back for another build, which we're doing tomorrow. There we go, and there we go. Okay, cool. And there is our white Strix 2080 Super. I wish it was the 2080 Ti, but the 2080 Super is nice too. There we go. Okay. Go and grab this. And again, not forget to take the dumb things off. No strip show this time. People are upset. It's funny because I actually got flagged for doing it. What from NVIDIA would be comparable to ASRock F? So it's the 2070. The 2070 Bo knows. The 2070 is basically the 2070 or 2070 Super. What's up? I really enjoyed those, but yeah, like I got flagged by YouTube as questionable content. I was like, what? So yeah, I like again. You're probably seeing me be a little gun shy because of you know, it's like there's a lot of people who watch on YouTube. There's always a lot of people who come and hang out and watch the show. I mean, there's 324 of you guys right now, and so I don't want to have that go away. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna put it in the case. We haven't done it. We're going to the top. Don't worry. Okay, here we go. You guys are ready? What we're gonna do is just make sure that looks super good. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we trap this cable. There we go. And then like this is what I was talking about is like you trap the cable down. What I'm going to do is run this, and we'll put the rest of this down. There you go. Okay. How's that look? Yeah, this whole thing is dope, dude. This is a beautiful, beautiful PC. I think this is gonna. You guys didn't. You know, I have to say, you guys did a good job. You guys did a good job choosing the parts. Cop shop. It's the one thing is, like I said, you always pay a little bit of premium for getting all white parts. It's funny, but somebody told me, and I don't know if this is true, so if I'm wrong, my bad. But somebody told me that the actual original color of plastic is white. So when you in its native color, it's actually the color of plastic is natively white. So technically, the black should be more expensive than the white. So yeah, I mean, but I mean that's not the way that it works. Okay, what do I need to do now? We got all of our now we got our nice little cables managed. You can't even see that little Wraith cooler cable. It's out there a little bit, but it's nice and cable managed now by the GPU. Let's go ahead and put our cable extensions on, and then we just got to put in our PSU, and then we're going in. You actually get your stuff from Newegg in good time. I've been waiting for 2.5 weeks now for a CPU. So Cody, what did you order? Because yeah, no, I most of my stuff comes in 2 or 3 days. This PC, if you do Orient, the link is, I think right now it's $3,000, but the reason it's $3,000 is because the cost that of right now trying to get these motherboards, just X570 motherboard prices are just so ridiculous. But regularly, I'd say this would probably be a $2,500 build probably. So, and you guys chose all white. That's black and white. Here is our all white cables right here. So let's get these built in real quick. That's weird. I usually do not have that kind of a problem. Definitely not. Mine's been pretty good. I have not had that issue, and I'm not getting Newegg special treatment or anything like that. It's been genuinely very good. So they do not know that I like when I just buy parts. Yes, you do, level 99. Black has a better... Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure there probably is something like that. But all in all, like, it's just still... I mean, people, you pay more for white, so to speak. Oh, so Cody, you should have... Is it on its way too? Just got it yesterday. Oh, is that why? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get our... What we're going to do now is this is where I look at you guys chat me up, and then I install our... Just make sure that our cable... I'm putting on our cable combs, which is always fun. What's up, Cold Wave? How are you, man? So Daniel D, this one will get taken apart. This one is just one that you guys chose. A lot of times I build these things because people might be interested. It's like, hey, that we have parts on hand to do things like tests. Like, hey, what is the 3900X with a 2080 Super do in terms of performance, etc. Right? So there's just a bunch of different options that you have, and so that's why I do the things that I do. Some of these builds, like I do commission builds, so I build PCs for other people, and then we do one a month that we give away. So yeah. Nice, definitely. Yeah, I have the build that we're doing tomorrow. The custom water cooled build we're doing tomorrow is in the TD500 white Meshify. I'm planning on building my first gaming product this November, December. Currently looking to buy parts. Okay, nice. Hanging out in the Discord, we have a bunch of people in our Discord channel, who love to hang out, talk about parts. We have a very active community there who talk about PC builds and what kind of parts to put in there. So if you want to come hang out and ask those questions, you can do that. Prices will go down to a point. There are prices, like it's really, the prices aren't going up. The prices that are going up are people gouging prices, but the in-stock prices for like, for items that are in stock, when they're sold by like Newegg or Amazon or Micro Center or whatever, those prices are fine. And in fact, there's still sales on those things. Oh, thanks, Brett. I appreciate that, man. I did that. It was a half-truth. Yeah, we got the white cables. We're putting on the cable extensions. I am gonna real quick grab some water. We're doing good on time. We'll definitely be able to boot this up and play a couple games, see how it performs. And Gunny, I've definitely given feedback about that. One of the things I like about some of the other storefronts is that they do stuff like hide it behind more buying options or something like that. I don't know a lot of white PCBs though, like all white PCBs on motherboards. Greeny meanie. The 2070 Super would be a great one, or you could do a 2060 KO, which would be another option. And those are on sale right now. Cold Wave. If you do exclamation point deals, there's one on sale, a 2060 KO on sale for $299. So that'd be another good one for if you're looking. It really depends on budget, but 2070 Super or 2060 KO be great for that. Okay, there we go. We got all our cable stuff kind of managed here. King K, I have used them now 3 times and I have not had an issue. I know the internals are not the highest quality, but it hasn't been a problem. Again, they're 80 plus, they're certified. There's a lot of things like that is actually good. Aesthetically, sometimes they have the ketchup mustard cables, but like we put the 1000 watt into the CLG hotshot build and it's been fine. So. For what, Jim? I don't know. There we go. Okay, here we go. Go top down and throw this one in here real quick. First cable extension. That looks good. And we're gonna lift this up right through here. There we go. That looks pretty. That looks nice. There's that. Okay, next one. The next thing we're going to do real quick is we're going to do our PSU, and then we still have our ATX. There's one picture here. We'll run one more. And then these go like this. We'll probably want to have 4 of them. Okay. No. Well, for streaming only HyperX, honestly, if you're going to stream, I would stream using an NVIDIA card because with a 1660 Super or anything better than that, you actually get to use the INVEC encoder, which puts a lot of the offload onto the GPU instead of the CPU. 3600X is totally capable of streaming if it's just a game. If it's just streaming, if you're going to game and stream, that would be hard. Yes, they're Stream Decks. I'm also sponsored by Elgato. But I am using the black ones, so I have black and clear. I like black because there's enough black in this that we have more of a black and white build, so that's why I'm using the black ones. But you actually get black and clear. Any CPU, GPU combinations. So CPU, GPU combination for $1,500, I would do a 3600 or 3600X and a 2060 KO. Sad. 10600K should be actually okay for that SFF. If you can get a 10900, that'd be great. And honestly, they've been super, super cold, even in our testing. But for 1440, then a 10600K, you can overclock at 5 gigahertz, no problem. And be great for 1440 high refresh rate. The problem is that nobody's selling them right now. Geez, Cold Wave. That's pricey. We're just putting right now what we're doing is we're just putting our cable extensions on right now. And make sure if you're over on, if YouTube, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's always appreciated. We had any super chats today? Yeah, that's a lot. We had any super chats today? No super chats today? What about a 3600 to B450? Super Doom, that's totally fine. 3600 is totally fine. It's when you get to like a 3700X that I wouldn't run on a B450 anymore. I'm going to run hot on this one. No, it'll be fine. I mean, it's just, again, this is just a show PC. It'll go back into, it'll get taken apart and put back into the box here. So I'm not overly worried about the temps, the core temps, and it's not like I'm going to do any damage to the 3900X. Even if we game on it a little bit, it should be absolutely fine. Okay, that one's done. Grab our other 4 ones. Did you do a BIOS update, Greedy Meanie? 80 is really high. Yes, at idle, that's really high. Nice, Tony. That is awesome. Just because the power draw. That's when the thing is that's when you probably X570 you can actually do a power draw. And so it's like there's a lot of you're getting up in the wattage, and so doing X570, if you're going to spend that much on a CPU, you also wouldn't get take advantage of the other things that you get out of that, and you only get that. Hey, definitely not. Just curious, a viable upgrade from a 1080 Ti or best to wait for an RTX? So here's the deal, definitely not. I got in this argument on Twitter with this guy. Here's the deal. We have no idea when NVIDIA is going to do 3000 series. They are in great shape. They are in great shape. They don't know. They're in no need to rush. They want to know what 5900 XT is going to be like because they want to know what Big Navi is going to be in terms of ray tracing. So I don't know if waiting. It just depends on if you're okay with your current game performance. If you are, great. If you're not, then I don't think there's going to be anything wrong with the 2080 Ti. What do you do for your channel? I think Scary Night, you're watching it. I build PCs. I talk about tech deals. We answer tech questions and hang out and talk about and we play games. We're actually, by the way, we're going to stream tomorrow morning, guys. Hey, there we go. We are streaming tomorrow morning. It was requested, so myself and Jess Corden tomorrow morning, we are going to be here. We're going to do a morning mixer redo. We're going to be running and playing some Minecraft Dungeons tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Play for a couple hours. If you want to come watch some gameplay, we're going to be playing Minecraft Dungeons tomorrow morning. We'll give away some Game Pass because that's over on Game Pass. This game comes on Game Pass. So yeah, if you want to come hang out, watch us play some games, then come check out tomorrow. For those of you who don't know who Jez is the managing editor, one of the managing editors over at Windows Central. So good friend of mine. So, well, we don't get a ton of people for our game streams, but I mean it's like super early in the morning, so it happens. Yeah. There we go. Oh, let's go to top down. Sorry, guys. You gotta kind of work on these cables here, make them come through in a way. I'm just gonna get these started so then I can work on. Looking for this other cable here. There it is. Okay. Okay, now we work on making them look pretty. Hey guys, we're getting really close to having this thing done. The only thing we have left to do is just put in our... There you go. How's that look? Oh, I see what you... Oh, okay. I think it looks good. I know people aren't the biggest fan of the stock AIO, the stock cooler we're using, but hey, it works for now. It's okay. Okay, we got one more cable. I'm not going to bother putting a cable. I'll put one on. I got two, right? I have one. I have one. One actually makes a big difference if I can save it. So we'll do one cable. Come here. Okay. Heidi Whitey, there you go. Thanks, Undid Burner. Appreciate it, man. What games are you trying to play after this aesthetical? We're going to be playing, I don't know. The first thing we always do is we'll run a Time Spy, right? Benchmark, because that's always fun. So we'll start with a Time Spy benchmark. And then I've got a bunch of games pre-installed. So you guys, sometimes we'll just leave it up to you guys. We could play some Minecraft Dungeons so you guys can see. I mean, not really a push it kind of game, but yeah, we have that option. Okay. Pull this through. That didn't work well. No. That looks nice. Okay. Now we're at the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Home stretch. Ugh. Top down. Okay. Last part. Really, this is kind of the end. Got to get our PSU installed. Like just that little bit too long. We might do something weird like that or something like that. Okay. I think just for the sake of simplicity, do this. We can run the cables a little bit cleaner. There we go. Okay, so now we have a nice clean area to run this cable here on the side. Okay, grab our PSU. Get that all done. Yeah, I love EVGA too, Jeff. Yes, I do, Apple FN. There's one right there. It's probably my most popular video. I think it's at like 400,000 views, so yeah. XPO, I didn't see the question, sorry. It's not that I just haven't had a chance to look. And I may not answer it. Don't spam. Okay, let's grab our PSU. Last part. Here we go. Guys, what's... There we go. There's a sub. There we go. Thank you very much, Hurricane618. Come on, guys. Let's finish out these subs. I want to give away 50 bucks. You guys can make it happen. Yeah, EVGA, I'm a fan of their GPUs. I've only used one of their motherboards, which was the first time. So Bob Jeet, you'll see it come up. Somebody will link the build there. There you go, right there. I've never used. I'm trying to think. Yes, I have used EVGA. Yes, and I've used EVGA PSUs, and I do enjoy their PSUs a lot. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. Hey, and if you're hanging out over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that thing. If you're over here on Mixer, there's 131 of you guys hanging out over here on Mixer. Make sure you hit that follow button. And Twitch, same thing with you. Just smash that follow button. I would appreciate it greatly. Okay, so we're going to make sure we put this stuff back in. There's our very pretty white PSU. These things are like gold. White PSUs are even harder to get than black PSUs. And then black PSUs are just super hard to get right now. Here. We got the cables we need. Okay, so cables we need. And again, these are... One thing I do like about this particular brand, we'll need one SATA cable. There's our one SATA. We'll need our 24. There is our PCIe. So there's our one for our graphics card. We'll need our 2 for CPU. That is not a CPU. There's a CPU right there. There's one CPU. And then we'll need our other CPU. Right there. So there's our 2 EPS power connectors. And then finally, the last cable we need is our regular 24-pin ATX power. ATX cable. White gold for sure. Yeah, it's black. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's black with mostly white accents. But it does, it makes the white pop. And it's the same thing with, if you, on the build that we're going to do tomorrow, the Z490 Vision. Again, mostly a black PCB with white accents. Because I don't, these, still, I don't think these look near as good. I mean, they're nice, but they don't look as good. The Windows is already installed, Blaze Gaming. It's an aesthetic thing. Oh, nice, Saber. That's a good board. Yeah, some of them, this one is just a parts build that we're going to show, and then, yeah, we're going to part it for other builds later on. One of these built parts is actually being used in a build tomorrow, too. But yes, sometimes they get given away. Sometimes they're for commission. So there's a bunch of different options. It's not every build is the same. Okay, that's everything we need for this. Oh yeah, there's our. I need that. The only thing I need is our. Go. We're super close, guys. We're gonna turn this on here pretty quick. Yeah, thanks for replying on my kind of harsh on the video with the white Corsair 2 yesterday. Oh, no problem, dog. DPG. Yeah, sorry, dude. The problem is that when I do streams like this, it's about engagement and all those other things. We are doing builds that we try very hard to be able to do this stuff. And I've talked to our editor, and we're going to see if there's a way for us to curate these out so they're basically they're a little bit more curated for folks who want to just like, hey, I want to get the information I do out of this build, then they can. So no worries, man. I totally understand. I can understand how that'd be frustrating. Come on, there we go. But yeah, I mean, like, we have a live audience, right? We want to talk to them and all that sort of stuff as well. Okay. This is going to slip in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to basically plug in the cables we need. First one we need is our EATX one. So let's go to top down again. We're kind of at the tail end of the build now. There we go. This is so that's our power. Now we're going to do is we're going to choose and put in this is for our graphics card, our graphics card cable. For the SATA that we have, we don't have any power, we don't have any SATA hard drives or anything like that, but we do have SATA for the RGB. And then again, we've got two of these, which we need for our graphics card, for our motherboard. These are our EPS CPU power connectors. There we go. There we go. Everything's in there. What we do is we just kind of go like this and make it go in there. Now, for the sake of simplicity, now this thing weighs more. I'm going to put this up because it's just a lot easier to screw this in when it is up like this. Come on. Go. There we go. I don't know why I put all the cable, why I put all these over there. And what we're doing right now is we're just screwing in our screws for our PSU. And there's 4 of them. Pretty easy to kind of see where they go. One's in the corner, and they have this like weird like offshoot one. I thought. Here. Go. And goes usually. There we go. Okay. Now our PSU is installed. Drop down real quick. This part's always the kind of a little bit faster. You just gotta kind of shove cables where they are. We're not gonna do, like normally I would do way more cable management if this was like for a commission or whatever it was, but again, we're just doing stuff for show so we can get this up and you guys can talk, we can show what this build's like, and you know, if you're interested in what is a 3900X with a 2080 Super like, well, this is what it's like. Okay, so we got 2 of these little SATA power. Got to connect, and these are both just because of the actual case. We'll shove those down there. This is not what I need. I want these. These are going to go over here. One of these is going to go all the way up. You know what I might do? No, I'm not. I need one of these to come apart. That's going to go in there. And this is going to get plugged into this. Now, one of the things somebody brought up is like, hey, why use cable extensions? I will tell you sometimes for the EPS power connectors, sometimes it's better to use the cable extension for the 4-prong one versus the 8-pin. just because sometimes the bend or like how nice this like can separate looks terrible. So we might end up having to do that for this one. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Because that's like the last cable I have to plug in here. Okay, here's our GPU ones. I will tell you, if you're using cable extensions for GPUs, these are usually the last ones you want to kind of plug in. And the reason is you want to have a lot of maneuverability with these cables to be able to move things around. Wow, what was that? Hey, thank you very much for the host, Eternal. Okay, so we're going to pop that in here. So we want to make sure you have a lot of like headroom to be able to move these around, so that way you can make the front look good. Oh, come on, this is always like the cables are just like they're stiff. There we go. One, last one. Okay, this down here. Oops, this. I just want to make sure that these are maneuverable. And lastly, we have our EPS, big boy. Kind of the one that you want to make sure it's as flat as humanly possible. I'm not going to be able to get the one thing that's hard about cables like this. We'll see, but is getting it managed to a way that like you're going to be able to still put that case thing back on, and I don't think that's just not realistic here. Weird spot. We'll see. Maybe we can. Up again. Okay. No. Lay down. There we go. This is going to go over here, not down like that. Okay, let us, I don't think this is going to work, but I will see. I don't think these, I have like, it's touch and go with these sometimes, guys. Yeah, this is not going to be able to go down there because that's screw. So this is the one thing, so we will not be able to use the thing for it. Okay. What we'll do real quick is we'll take, I'm not going to overly worry about it. Again, this build's going to get taken apart, but so let's go and plug in the other side real quick. Ugh. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use this for the 8-pin instead. And we're going to take this. We're going to take this one out. What I'm doing is I'm taking the cable comb off of this one because I'm going to use this as a 4-pin because it's just going to look nicer. Because this the Corsair stock cable doesn't split very well, but this one, see how like when you split this one, like it can look very, very nice. So we're going to do this one for the 8-pin, and then we'll use the other one for the 4-pin. And that'll look a bit nicer in general. And I'm going to go like this. you know, as in Fatty, somebody was talking about that. I don't even know when the date is for that, and I'm not sure that the 570 Tomahawk is going to be that much better than, say, for instance, the MS, like a Godlike or anything like that. And I don't know what the price is going to be. The B450 Tomahawk has been an absolutely beast of a board, but until, like, I think waiting for a motherboard specifically, unless you have like an aesthetic purpose or something like that, it's not the same as like waiting for a GPU or anything like that. Okay, I think we have all of this PC is ready to turn on. Make sure it turns on and posts and all that sort of stuff. That's the first step. Yeah, the B550 Tomahawk, like I'd be more apt to do the B550 over the X570. Because like then you actually have like a top end, but like when you're comparing like a B550, like a X570 Tomahawk versus like when there's stuff like the MSI Godlike or the Hero Formula or, you know, any of those other ones, like it just doesn't feel like there's as much that can separate it. You know what I mean? Ugh. Okay, let's get this on. There we go. Yeah, this is the thing that always happens. This is what I was talking about. You want to make sure that you have plenty of control room here. You can pull. Not that one. I don't want that one to go. This one. That looks wonky. Not making me happy. That looks better. Okay. Okay. Still not clean the way I like it. That does not look right. It looked way better when I was looking at it from your guys' perspective, but now that I see it, it's wondering if I want to run this table is that will look better. I wonder if I'm going to have to zip tie here. I just don't think that has the same look. I'm going to look at it now, see what I think. It's not really lined out. It doesn't like it. Oh yeah, even this ATX one right up here doesn't even look like the whole thing got kind of wonky on me here. Because this one's, we want this to come down more. That looks better. And this, sorry guys, I'm going to turn it on. I want it to look good. One sec. It's all about looking pretty, you know what I mean? You just got to be patient. Like, that's the thing, is like, if you're going to do builds right now, it's about buying at the right time and knowing and buying from places that you know are not going to be gouging the price. Like, directly from places like, you know, directly from places like Newegg, where they're gonna sell you at retail price, not from like third-party sellers on Newegg or Amazon or one of those places where you know that they're taking advantage of the current situation. That's where you have to be careful when buying PCs now. And so that's the important part, right? Let me too tight. Oh, a little white. Okay, cool. That looks better. It's just like wacky. You got to train the cables, right? That's sometimes the problem, is just getting the cables trained to be the right direction. Okay. There you go. That looks better. Am I locked up? Yeah, it feels like it's... Hold on, guys. One sec. Looks like the whole thing's locked up. Hold on. That was weird. There we go. Okay. That seems better. Okay, now we're all centered. We're ready to turn this on. Grab our power cable. There we go. Usually a good sign. Oop, oop, I see lights. I see lights. I see power. And there we go. Okay, so now let's fix the lighting. Yeah, oh, you know what I forgot? Oh my gosh. We don't have a fan. I don't have an exhaust fan right now. Forgot to put an exhaust fan in. We should probably add an exhaust fan real quick. That's an easy fix. Will this do? No, it will not do a 140. It'll only do a 120. 40, 120. Yeah. Let's throw a 120 in there real quick so we have some air. Oopsie, not lose that. Forgot about the exhaust fan. We need a single, do we have some fan plugs in here? Definitely need an exhaust fan. It does look, it's not done yet. I will be honest, like we still need to change the lighting, but it will look good here very shortly. We're just gonna get this run real quick. Oh, that's weird. Oh, the lights they're not, they changed color. I didn't know they were gonna do that. This. And go ahead and turn this off. Put the power. we're not doing anything crazy. We're not doing anything crazy for this last fan. I'm just gonna get it installed real quick. Just so we have an exhaust fan. And the black would look good. Actually, it brings a little bit of balance in there. But yeah, I could use some more. It could definitely use some more RGB fans for sure. And we would normally have some. Like I would put more fans in this for sure. There we go. Now let's grab another one. Go. There we go. Now we have a nice exhaust fan to just get that last that back air out. One more little fan thing right there, and then we're good to go. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to add a fan. Throw this up here, like so. Go. And then we'll hook this up real quick. The CPU optional. Supposed to be like a 5-second thing and it went longer. There you go. Now we got it. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. Turn this back on. And now we have an exhaust fan. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Who's ready to see how this runs? Let's put it. You guys want to see all the... Ooh, that blue. Look at the blue. That's cool. You think I should just... I think I should probably make all the lighting blue. What do you guys think? That blue flash is nice. I should have done... I have blue cables like this and doing that ice blue. I wonder if ice blue is an option. Let's see what we got for color. Okay, let's... There we go. Got white, so maybe white on the front and then ice blue through the inside. So I can do this ice blue, like have white and then ice blue. I think that would look good. Okay, let's put the panels back on. Okay, this is done. Let's finish doing this. And we'll let's get it on and show you guys get some games going. This bad boy runs. Wow, I'm like nailing this, like screws in here. Okay. I don't know. I like having it flash blue and white for the one. Yeah, that may work. Let me get my music started here again. It stopped. We're getting super close, guys. We'll run a couple games real quick and get it going. We're getting super close to the end of the stream. So if you want to get in on that 25, we're going to do in that $25 Newegg gift card giveaway. You're pretty quick. Pop. Go. All in all, pretty easy PC to build in. I think I wish there was a little bit more, like there was some better options for the cover that's in the back in terms, I mean, pretty easy case to build in. I wish there were some better options in the back for being able to use the cover. And if you have like cable extensions or you're running an AIO, I think having all of that fit in there actually be pretty tough. In all honesty, I like the front way the front cover looks. Good. For the sake of things. Feel for this good boy. Oh, I had this on backwards. Show you guys the back. Are we? Go. Cover front, cover on, so you guys can see the lights in the front. Go. Go. I like the way the front panel looks with the RGB. Tightening our thumb screws. Go. Do the back real quick. That goes on no problem, which is always a good sign. And we'll throw a little gameplay at the end. Okay. I think the back actually ended up looking pretty good too. Go. And I'm going to keep the front off because I like the way you guys can see it a little bit better, but we'll put the other stuff on. There we go. Okay. Get this out of the way and let's see how this performs. What do you guys say? Go. Kind of cleaning up my space here so I can set stuff out. Okay, PC is on and looks good. Let's get some lighting differences in there so you guys can see there. You guys can see the front a little bit there. And we'll get the other lighting in. Okay, grab our monitor. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it posted. Should have. Check all that here in a second. There we go. There's that front, so you guys can see what that is. Yeah, it's beautiful in terms of how it looks. I love the case, the way the case looks. Okay, let us grab that. And I need peripherals. Go. The peripherals. Sec. Go. Okay, that's the screen. The only other thing I need is the power for the monitor. Okay, there we go. And you guys will be able to see it too. Almost done. Should have monitor now. Okay. Go. Nice clean looking. There you go. Okay, now we have peripherals, we have power, if we have a screen here. I have this plugged into the right one, right? Off and turn it back on. Okay. See some games and all that sort of stuff on it. There we go. It's awake. It's awake. It's awake. Let's go to capture. See if you guys can see it. Hey, there you go. Okay, we're gonna run F1. We've got our Intel. Everything's here is good. We're gonna go ahead and enable DHOP. Okay. And we're going to go to F10. Yes. This is the bin. This is the BenQ. It's like 700 and something, I think, for this one. This monitor. It's a 240 hertz monitor. So that way I can do overclocking, all that stuff. So basically I can test uncapped frame rate. What is the, yeah, that should be totally fine, DP logic. There we go. Hey, look. And there we go. We're gonna let this. Letting all this stuff install. Yes. Gosh darn it, come on. Okay, let us real quick. I don't know if. Hold up all my links here. Oh my gosh. All the games. Wait a minute. Where are all the games? They're on the D drive. I don't have any games on here. I forgot about that. But I can install. We'll get. I forgot. All of the games are actually on the D drive, which I didn't install the D drive for. Oh, I should have. This won't be a problem anymore. I forgot. This is the test bench one, so it will have all this stuff. Next one. So let's install, let's get our lighting fixed. So let's do AMD Wraith cooler RGB control, and it's this one right here. This is it. Download. Open. I forgot I put all of the stuff in the other. It's on another drive. I didn't put any games on this one. Next. There we go. Okay, so let's run get our colors right. Okay, so lights. We're gonna go to static and apply. There we go. Now it's white. Let's do fan LED. Static. Let's do ice blue. We want to get the right ice blue. What do you guys think of that? How do you think that looks? Is that the right ice blue? I almost think white would look better on that. I think white would look better just because I think getting a match. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then what I'll go ahead and do the logo, do white as well. Static. There we go. I think that looks better with the all white. Okay. Oh, I just noticed the Aura Sync is not. Okay, so that's all white. There we go. I agree. So Aura effects. We'll do these. Oops. Do static, and we'll do these in that ice blue. I think that'll look good. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Here we go. We'll go to the full cam link view here real quick. What do you think of that? There we go. We'll get it over to the side so you guys can see. What do you think of that? I think that looks really cool with the RGB and the whole thing on the outside being all white and black. I think that looks nice. Yeah, I think it looks super clean. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I think that is a very nice looking PC. I think you guys did an incredible job choosing the parts for this PC. And I'm sorry we didn't run any games on it or anything like that. I'll definitely put some games on this for the next one. I forgot this is the bench test. This is the bench test M.2 drive, so it doesn't have any games on it. Let me check. Let me see if did I happen to put. I don't think there's anything on. Yeah, there's no games on this. They're all on the other drive. Oh, I thought I did. So that's my bad. But we will definitely fix that. Yeah. Okay. Does it run Minecraft? This will definitely run Minecraft, and it does benchmark. It took us a little longer to get here. But one of the things we do want to check, because we talked about this real quick. Let me bring this up. Let's see. I want to see. We had talked about. Yeah, do this. That was weird. Okay, let's go to here. I'm going to put this over here because it's just too hard to type. Okay, guys, we're going to be doing that giveaway here pretty quick. Can we get, I'll tell you what, can we get 3 more subs and we'll give away a year of Game Pass? No matter what, we're going to do the $25 Newegg gift card. But let's get those last. Let's get these last. Hold on, where's my phone? Let's get these last little things, and let's do a giveaway. Oh, I know why. Got it. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a couple more. There we go. We got some subs going on there. We want to get some subs. The last we want to get 3 more subs, and we'll do that. We'll do that $25 Newegg gift card here in just a few minutes. Let's check. Check real quick. Okay, let's check real quick. Let's see where we are on those deals, because I'm gonna see if any of them's left. So okay, so that ROG X570 Crosshair is sold out. The X570 Prime is now sold out. So we still have that 189, that Asus AM4 Tough is still there. So that one is still for sale. And then looks like the Ryzen 7s are still in stock. But of the things that I had left, I just started, and it looks like two of those motherboards are already sold out. So if you are looking for more motherboards, you're going to want to go in there. Guys, okay, we're going to start the $25 Newegg gift card. Remember, if you are a sub on Mixer, you get extra entries into the giveaway. So we're going to start the giveaway on that right now. We're going to start the giveaway on that right now, if you want to get on that. Okay, and let's start that giveaway. Streamlabs. Log in. Mixer. Okay, and bot. Okay, so first giveaway, this is for $25 Newegg gift card. Okay, here we go. Trying this now. Remember, for the next 3 minutes, if you are a Newegg, if you are a Robeytech subscriber over on Mixer, you get extra entries to these, 2 extra entries. So it always works out in terms of it's a nice little benefit there. Okay, so yeah, those deals are going down there. So like even that PC that I built, I'm hoping some people did. People take advantage of the deals that we put in there. There's some pretty good deals in there. I wonder. Let's look at Cinebench. Cinebench R20. I think that's free. On the Cinebench for R20. There we go. Oh, you know what? Well, I mean, this will be interesting, right? Because get it from my download. Okay, here we go. Open. No, there's no confirmation, guys. For your entry, it just, all you have to do is do it the first time. There's no confirmation. Let's see if we can get those last. We're going to try to get last 3 subs, right? So we can go, if we can just give away, so we can give away that 1 year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I'd like to do 2 giveaways today, guys. It's like, we're only going to do the $25. I'm hoping that we can do the last one. So gifted subs count too as well. When I'm not giving away a Tesla Model 3. Nice Buddha. Okay, let's see here. Do this. Copy, download, put it here. Extract all, right. Extract it, and let's run some R20. Okay, guys, we're finishing up with that giveaway. We're going to choose a winner in just a few seconds. People are like, yeah, that'd be nice. A Tesla would be great. Okay, we're just running our stuff. Go. I accept. Okay, here we go. Ryzen 3900x. We'll run it. We'll start with this 12 count. We'll just go ahead and run real quick. See what's going on there where we do this. And then let's go ahead and choose our winner for our, almost hit end stream. That would have not been good. Congratulations to Nighthawk231. Nighthawk231, you are the winner of a $25 Newegg gift card. Congratulations, Nighthawk. You are the winner. Okay, so I'd like to take the next. We got 5 minutes left of the stream. We'll see if we end up getting those last couple subs here at the end. But I think what I want to do now is I just want to let people ask questions again, and then go through what's happening for the rest of the week. So we have a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we are custom water cooling a Intel 10th Gen i7 10700K. We're going to be doing the entire thing in the new Cooler Master TD500 mesh white case. We're going to be using Optimus parts. And then we're going to basically play some games. That one definitely has games because I know that because we got so we'll play some games and benchmark that. That is starting an hour early tomorrow, starting at 5:30 p.m. So that's happening starting at 5:30 p.m. Then after that, then on Saturday we're starting at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be doing a Newegg. We're going to be building a PC for Newegg. I think we have a GPU we're going to be giving away. And we're giving away some CPUs. We have a lot of stuff that we're giving away for that. So you definitely do not want to miss that absolutely amazing stream. And that's happening from 4 to 8 on Saturday. And then do not forget tomorrow. Oh, there we go. We're getting some subs going in there. So we got some subs coming in. So if we get 2 more subs, we'll give away that 1-year Game Pass. And then finally, the last thing is that tomorrow morning, for a couple hours, an hour and a half, myself and Jess Corden are going to stream over here, Mixer, and on Twitch. We won't be doing it on YouTube because you guys don't really watch gaming content, but over on Mixer and Twitch, we'll be streaming some Minecraft Dungeons. That'll be happening for the next. That'll be happening for a couple hours. It's a great new dungeon crawling game. Came out this week. We're actually going to be building a PC that's Minecraft Dungeon themed starting in the month of June. That's going to be sponsored by Deepcool and Seagate, so that's going to be really awesome. We're going to be giving that away. That should be super, super cool. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We're number 3. There it is right there. So there's the CPU. We got a 7137 right there running off of our Cinebench. Where's our 10th gen? I'm curious if you could look at 10th gen. But yeah, we're just running and going from there. Anything else? What do you guys? Yeah, it is a very enjoyable game. So, lots of great things coming down the pipe. Questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys would like to talk about for the next 3 minutes as we get ready to kind of wrap it up for the day. And go from there. And thank you so much for being a part of us getting to build this PC and you guys choosing the parts. Did you guys enjoy getting to be a part of that stuff? Was that fun for you guys? Did you guys enjoy that stuff? I'm just curious. Yeah, totally. Okay, people like that. Looking for an AIO for an Intel 10900 360 inner recommendations. The Deepcool one I'm using tomorrow. I mean, the Deepcool one I think would be great, which is a great AIO. Good, I'm glad people enjoy that. Okay, yeah, next time we'll, I'll try and choose some more, good connections. I thought this was fun just because we built this really pretty white one. Drop us a nugget, Robey. I don't know, like a nugget of what? Okay. Next week definitely what'll happen is we'll throw some more stuff on the bench. I got some updates that I got to do to the bench, but then we'll do some more testing with the bench. Where next week, come back on Thursday. What we'll do is you guys will say, "Hey, Robey, how does this and this work? And how does this and this work?" And we'll do some live bench testing next week, which will be a lot of fun. That'll be pretty cool. I say the 3070. The 3700X would be great. Okay, for now. Halo Nugget, it's the Halo Infinite's the new Halo game coming out. How about that, Unlove Hobie? Is that good? Nice. I'm glad you like that, Ariel. And I'm sorry about this weekend. I'm glad to hear that everything is okay. Recommend CPUs for gaming streaming. You could do minimum bar would be a 3600 and a 2060 Super. You could also do it with a 1600 AF and a 2060 Super. The 2060, sorry, not 2060, 1660 Super, because you can use the NVEC encoder. Cyberpunk 2077, we're doing a custom build for that, guys. If you like the May the 4th build, you are going to love the Cyberpunk build. You are going to love the Cyberpunk build. Okay, guys, what power supply for an AMD 39? I would say an 850. That's what you're seeing right now. So an 850 would be more than enough power for that. It's Madden. Overclocking needed for what? I'm sorry, for what specifically, Hurricane? AMD 4000 series, rumor is September, October. Can you fit me in if possible? That is the hope. Level 99, that is the hope. No, Cyberpunk is not until, that'll be right around launch. Like hyper purple. Okay, Zystan. Okay, Zystan. I know the pink camo one is another one that's high on people's list. i7 7700K and 2070 is a good combo. It's just i7 is, i7 7700K. You're going to be CPU bound there, buddy, agent. That's a pretty old CPU. Yeah, Drop Dead. You're going to definitely need it for that game. That game is going to definitely push it. Hey, Fresnel, I've heard from Asia Horse they are putting more in stock. Actually, it's sad because I have like a pair like right here. But yeah, they're putting more in stock. Okay, guys. Well, I want to say first and foremost, thank you very much for attending the first ever player community chosen build that we've actually ever done. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you are here on YouTube and you're leaving, make sure you hit that like button and then also subscribe. If you're on Mixer and Twitch, thank you for hanging out. We're going to be back tomorrow an hour early, where we're going to be doing a full custom water loop end to end tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun using Optimus water parts. And then again on Saturday, super crazy build. Lots and lots of people will show up, which is a lot of fun. Thank you very much to the over, 500-600 people who are core, who came and hung out today. And then the, Channel 1 stopping by. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you. You guys have a great night, and we will talk more later.